5 seconds to go. Start. An acquittal in a criminal trial has no bearing or relevance on the disciplinary proceedings, as the standard of proof in both the cases are different and the proceedings operate in different fields and with different objectives. Therefore, the industrial court has erred in giving much stress on the acquittal of the respondent by the criminal court. Even otherwise, it is required to be noted that the industrial court has not interfered with the findings recorded by the disciplinary authority holding charge and misconduct proved in the departmental inquiry, and has interfered with the punishment of dismissal solely on the ground that same is shockingly disproportionate and therefore can be said to be an unfair labor practice as per clause number 1G of Schedule 4 of the MRTU and PULP Act 1971. Now, so far as the order passed by the Industrial Court ordering reinstatement with continuity of service by invoking clause number 1G of Schedule 4 of the MRTU and PULP Act 1971 is concerned, as per clause number 1G, only in a case where it is found that dismissal of an employee is for misconduct of a minor or technical character without having any regard to the nature of the particular misconduct or the past record of service of the employee, so as to amount to a shockingly disproportionate punishment. Clause number 1 of Schedule 4 of the MRTU and PULP Act 1971 reads as under: applying clause number 1G of Schedule 4 of the MRTU and PULP Act 1971 to the present case, it cannot be said that the dismissal of the respondent was for misconduct of a minor or technical character without having any regard to the nature of the misconduct. The respondent workman has been held to be guilty for a particular charge and particular misconduct. Even the past record of service of the respondent has not been considered by the industrial court. As per case of the appellant MSRTC, the respondent workman was in service for 3 years, and during 3 years service tenure he was punished 4 times. Therefore, it cannot be said that the order of dismissal was without having any regard to the past record of the service of the respondent. Therefore, in the facts and circumstances of the case, the industrial court wrongly invoked clause number 1G of Schedule 4 of the MRTU and PULP Act 1971. Even otherwise, in the facts of the case, when in the departmental inquiry it has been specifically found that due to rash and negligent driving on the part of the driver respondent, the accident took place in which 4 persons died. When the punishment of dismissal is imposed, it cannot be said to be shockingly disproportionate punishment. In the departmental proceedings, every aspect has been considered. At the cost of repetition, it is observed that even the industrial court has not interfered with the findings recorded by the inquiry officer in the departmental proceedings. Therefore, in the facts and circumstances of the case, the industrial court committed a grave error and has exceeded in its jurisdiction while interfering with the order of dismissal passed by the disciplinary authority, which was not interfered by the labor court. It is also required to be noted that before the industrial court, the respondent workman driver admitted that after the order of dismissal, he has been gainfully employed. Therefore, also the reinstatement in service with continuity of service was not warranted. Even the directions issued by the High Court in para 8 in the impugned judgment and order directing the appellant to pay wages to the respondent workman for the period from 1st November 2003 to 31st May 2018 also could not have been passed by the High Court in a writ petition filed by the appellant. It was not the petition filed by the workman respondent. Therefore, even otherwise, the directions issued in para 8 of the impugned judgment and order cannot be sustained as the same is beyond the scope and ambit of the controversy before the High Court. In view of the above and for the reasons stated above, the present appeal succeeds. The judgment and order passed by the Industrial Court in revision application number 13 of 2002 and the impugned judgment and order passed by the High Court in writ petition number 8401 of 2013 are hereby quashed and set aside, and the judgment and award passed by the Labour Court in complaint number 96 of 1993 is hereby ordered to be restored. Consequently, the order of dismissal passed by the disciplinary authority dismissing the respondent workman from service is hereby upheld. Stop.